Hey guys, Bridget here. In this video, we're going to talk about how to use auto layouts in a very fast and efficient way. So as you can see, auto layouts are going to basically enable you to create all sorts of different variable layouts, which basically behave almost like a CSS flexbox, and it's going to be really useful for both you and also for the developers to understand how basically the design is going to behave in certain scenarios. So we're going to start from scratch, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to create a rectangle here on the right, and we're just going to make this completely white and also add a stroke around it. And on top of that, we're going to simply add another rectangle here in this section, going to make it black. And we're also going to add some text, which is going to be on the right section. So the way auto layout works is very easy. In order to create an auto layout, you simply have to select all of the elements that you want to create this auto layout within this one single group, and you can right click, and as you're going to see over here, you have this add auto layout option, which you can access by using the keyboard shortcut shift plus A. And the moment that we do this, you're going to notice a few things that change. So the very first one is going to be the most noticeable here on the left column in Figma. And you're going to see these three lines. And this indicates that an auto layout has been created within this group. So after that, if you expand, you're going to notice that the elements that you added are still here. And essentially, what really does change is the fact that you now have a fluid and flexible group of elements. And if you select the auto layout from here, you're going to see all of the options at your disposal on the right side. So the very first one is going to be the direction. So again, very similar to the CSS Flexbox. If you're a developer or you have experience with CSS Flexbox, you might be familiar with these type of options. Is you're going to be able to decide the direction, if it's vertical or if it's horizontal, and you can also change the position in which these elements are going to be located. And in this case, we're just going to make it a little bit more prominent by exaggerating the size of this button. And as you can see, the moment that I click on one of these options and their specific locations, you're going to be able to change the default auto layout selection. Now, another thing that you can change is the distance between one element and the other. And if you don't like using this option right here, you can simply go over the auto layout group, and you can easily just change these elements directly from the design that you see. And the same is going to be true also for these elements right here, which are essentially the padding of and the inner padding of this element. And if you click on this independent paddings, you're going to be able to change the individual paddings directly from the left, from the top, and also from the bottom, which is hard to catch in this specific example, and also from the right. Now, this is the auto layout in a nutshell. You have a few more options which are over here. So, for example, if I want a spacing mode, which is different from this one, and I'm going to make this example even more prominent by basically copy and pasting a few of these rectangles. I'm going to select the auto layout again, and I'm going to go with space between. You can see that now we basically have these spacings of the rectangles in between in auto. And there's also a few different options which you might not going to use quite often, but we're going to explore some of these with specific examples in some further videos, since these are going to be more advanced auto layout features. And in this video, I just wanted to give you a bird's eye perspective so that you can start using auto layout immediately and in a very easy way. So I hope this video was helpful, and I want to remind you that on my channel you're going to find over 100 videos and tutorials on Figma, so feel free to check it out if you're interested in that, and I'll see you in the very next video.